Hi, welcome back to Cheesy Thumbprints, where we talk about movies, collectibles, and physical media, especially in the classic horror sci-fi genre. Okay, today, what I'm going to try to do is put a comic book cover, which I found when I was cleaning up my folks' place, of a comic that I had way back in the 70s. And the comic is, as you can see behind us, there's a little bit of a Space 1999 theme going on here today. Um, the comic is by Charlton Comics, and the artist was John Byrne. And sadly, the uh, the story is gone. I don't know. I had it in a whole bag of other comics from back in the day, and unfortunately, I don't know what happened to this. I've seen no sign of it anywhere in all the stuff that I've managed to get out of my folks' home. But what I'm going to do is I picked up a frame, a glass frame for, it's kind of a float frame, I guess is what you call it. And I bought this at Michael's, if you can see. And I thought we would just, you know, I haven't really done one of these before, these types of frames. And I just want to see just how easy it would be to put this cover in this frame. Now, I am aware because I have actually, a professional, must call him a professional framer that used to, in my family, that used to work as a framer for Michaels for 8 years. Yeah. And he's told me that, putting this kind of work into something like that with humidity, it could cause wrinkling and this sort of thing. And I know it could have, if you have it professionally framed, they'll space it inside and give it breathing space. And perhaps it'll do that. But I just kind of want to see what this product was like and see how hard it would be to do it. Um, John Byrne, he's still going as far as this video has been made. He's still kicking around. He did the comic. Well, he's got quite a history in the comic book genre, and he did the art for issues 3 to 6 of this Space 99 comics. And gee, I really feel bad that uh, I don't have the story, the actual body of the work. John Byrne, oddly enough, allegedly, according to Wikipedia, was colorblind. So that's pretty amazing, huh? So stick with me today. And oh, the threads I'm wearing are kind of special for the theme too today. These are this shirt actually was something. Oh, sorry, just touched the mic there. Something that my oldest son made me many years ago. So it is old and a little yellow around, but I thought it's pretty cool actually. He did right around. He did the designs, and I've kept it for years. It's over 10 years or more. I'm going to try to show you the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let's see. He's got an eagle front on in the back. Let's take another view here. Oh well, do the Klingon thing and turn my back to you. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this brief video, and I will give it my rating at the end out of 5 thumbprints to see how easy this was, and and to do, and if it's worth the money, you know. Okay, join me for more. So here we are at the work table, and we're going to, and there we are, finished. Yay. Okay, time to get serious here, Commander. There's not a lot of screen room how I have this set up. Okay, let's do this so that we don't scratch the glass. Oops. As I said, I got this at Michael's. It was on sale. They recently had a sale where if you bought, you could get 2 for the price of 1 or something like that. Woo! And this one is called the Magazine Float Frame, 11 by 13. Never used one before, as I said. I have clue what I'm doing. So, well, I have some clue. I mean, I frame paintings. I like how they have their hanger on the back. The hangers are, you see them? They're actually covered with like a tape. Kind of protects from digging into something. And all right, I'm taking these little side things here and oof, seem to be able to do it with my thumb, as you can see. And there's a glass. Oh, one's not quite. Oh, we got another one here. See those? All right. I've got a fan going in the background, and I hope that's not too loud. No AC going off today. Okay, there's this little insert. Seems to be a bit stuck to this tape. Insert like that. I'm hoping this is fairly straightforward, actually. Appears to be, there must be 2 panes of glass here or something. Okay, there is. And what did I think to put down? A nice flannel backing or something. We've got a small spacer there. And this seems to be, ooh, yuck. Bit of gelatinous glue type of thing. All right. It's a possibility we may have to pause this to make sure. I'm almost thinking, because of this sticky stuff, I don't want that getting on my comic. It's not supposed to, but I do see a bit of residue there from the tape, and I hope you can see that. It's so hard to see. It's just a bit of residue right there. And they also have this on the back. Gotta remember that spacer goes in between. They have their, okay, this comes off and there's no remaining adhesive. Now my hands are clean. Some people would use gloves. I never thought that far ahead. I'm thinking of flipping the glass after cleaning it. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of Windex mixture, give it a clean, and then we'll continue. All right. So I've let the pane of glass dry really well, and as I said, I should have went and got gloves, because no matter how clean my hands were, I could still see fingerprints. But I see some of the fingerprints are on the outside. So we want to make sure that your hangers, in this case it's a vertical portfolio, so I got the hanger at the top, in case we need to use it. And, oh yeah, I think the spacer, not sure if we use these or not, I suppose. Makes it look better. Yeah, there's no mention of whether I should, I guess I just eyeball this. I do, yes, you know, I'm going to put both in there, see what happens. I did decide to, if I get this right, that sticky stuff, I decided to flip. I cleaned it as best I could, and I used Windex, then I used plain water. This is just a dry towel right here. I used water just to get rid of the glass cleaner afterwards. I don't know, if you want to be really fussy about. Yeah, okay, there's a little bit of adhesive residue on this side. So I'm going to flip, or I did flip it. So, is that going to move on me? That's the thing I wonder. This will stay in tight enough. Yeah. And maybe I'm supposed to take that black inset out. I don't know. But we're going to do this here like this. Just going to check. Make sure everything's in order. I mean, maybe there's a trick where you should put a little bit of low-tack adhesive tape in there or something. Oh, got one of these. Ah, this is what's going on. The glass didn't go by one of the little tabs. Go past it. Yeah, there we are. And we put this in. I'm not going to lift it up until I know that the holders are in place. And here's where we find out if that black inset should have been there or not. What I'm doing now is putting these little... Wow, that's loose though. That's really loose, you guys. Maybe I have to get a Phillips screwdriver and tighten it up. These little tabs, they're kind of going on loose, some of them. Which, if there's no pressure, yeah, if there's no pressure, that's just going to slide around. I say, I'm going to get a screwdriver, and maybe I was supposed to take that inset out, but it kind of looks nice having it in there. But yeah, let's just go get a little screw. These little things here, some of them are loose. And I think if I took the inset out, they'd be even looser. Okay. What I've done is I've got a small offset screwdriver here with a little Phillips at the end. And these are held in with screws, these little tabs. So without stripping the frame, I'm going to go through, give them a little tighten. Maybe some low-tack tape on the back is the proper thing to do. Not that you would, you don't put it right over the glass, of course. I'm just snugging these in a little bit and hoping that's enough. If not, maybe a strip of tape all the way around, low-tack, that won't go out in the visual area. Oh, it's a little dark there. Let's see. All right. They do seem to tighten up, which I'm grateful for. That one's loose. Not even set in there. Got it, I guess. Check on the camera. Go right around. Hey, and at least you can see the back of the comic. Who knows? Maybe I should check eBay and see if... So there we have it. This is where I put in the... tighten those up a bit. But, I'm wondering if that comic book cover will eventually slide down. I don't think it's slid down already. I guess I didn't put it in. It's not very... Can you see that? I get it lower on the bottom and the top. Why'd you guys warn me? Okay, I'm going to see. Is that just dropping down because of gravity? It seems to be holding. I just didn't put it in good. All right. Give me a sec, guys. And we're back. I did shift it up just a little bit. And that's better. I mean, maybe it looks like it's gone off to left or right. But I'm happy and hope you can see that without any glare. It looks pretty good. Be a nice little keepsake to put up there. The frame seems to be quite well constructed. There's no little gaps on the corner, no damage. It had lots of packaging. I managed to not get any cheesy thumbprints on there, so I would suggest you use probably clean gloves for this sort of thing. And as I said, if you find that this is not tight enough in the back, I did loosen and tighten these first, just a little bit, these little tabs, and it seemed to help. Yeah, and tighten them after I got it all together, but don't put too much pressure on them. And like I said, you may end up having to put some kind of a low-tack tape. Yeah, I kind of repeat myself. There's a hanger up there, and I think we're good to display this. And only time will tell if that'll work around and change. But beautiful artwork. I like the black. The black matches the black font, Space 1999. And all right, let's just see how many thumbprints I give this.
So the project is completed. This comic book cover from 1976, just 176. I managed to get in there, and you can see the reverse side as well. I think it looks really sharp and nice for the price. You know, for the price, it was very acceptable. I would say the couple problems that I had. Oh, actually, this is the cover they're using now. Anyway, is this? They call it Captain Rescue by Studio Decor. It's just the tabs on the back. To me, if there was some way of making them a little more firmer, that there's just a little bit more pressure on the glass itself, because I do have this sense that if I shake this around too much, maybe it's not true, but that it might eventually gravity pull it down, or the gravity from a black sun. Yeah, just kidding. So for cheesy thumbprints, oh yeah, there was another issue too. On the glass, this here, this label was, it had this sort of low-tack adhesive gum, and there was 2 spots, and it was, now maybe it was older stock and had been sitting around or something, but it was a little difficult to get off, and I didn't want to use a razor blade. The glass is really good, the edges were cut really nice and clean, but because that was on there, I decided after cleaning both sides to flip it so that the little adhesive stuff, the 2 little drops of adhesive, if there was any left on there, wouldn't actually be in contact with the comic book cover. So I would have liked to have given it 5 cheesy thumbprints, but realistically, because I'm not confident, it seems kind of loose in there to me, but maybe they're thinking the next thing would be heavy. I think I'll give it 4.5, 4.5 cheesy thumbprints. And yeah, so I guess that's it for now. You guys, especially you Space 1999 fans, you keep your visors up, okay? And we'll see you in the next video, product review, movie review, or collectibles. Okay, guys, you have a great one. Keep your visors up. Bye. John! If you're a Space 1999 fan, you'll get that. Help us, Alpha. Help us.